I'm ready, love. Good morning, ladies. Happy happy Wednesday. um, I was asked by Shannon to come in here and kind of talk to all of you beautiful souls about just like a winning mindset. I feel truly honored to come in here and just have a chit chat with you guys, just because honestly, mindset is something that is my jam, if I'm being 100 with you guys. And I know that Shannon always loves to start off with like gratitude and things that you're grateful for. So just let me know in the chat, like what is one thing that you are grateful for today? It's something that I do daily in my mornings is I just tell myself, something that I'm grateful for, because, it's just a reminder. A lot of times people will say, oh, I can remember, or I don't have to write down the things that I'm grateful for. But for me, writing it down is just a reminder. It just shows me that, hey, you need to write it down. You need to just, there's something in the power of writing out the things that you're grateful for. So let me know in the chat what you're grateful for. And yeah, in the meantime, I just want to talk to you guys about a winning mindset, because no matter what you do in life, whether it's thriving or just, doing your day-to-day stuff, we need to have a better mindset, especially if you are working a 9 to 5. A lot of times I find that we are going to deal with different types of energies, different types of attitudes, and our minds need to be right, especially when you come home and you are working on your business, you're spending time with your friends, your family, your partner. You want to be able to make sure that your mind is in a right headspace for it. And for me, I truly, truly believe, like, one thing that that has really helped me is doing that personal development, whether it be in the morning. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, I do it at work because, again, I got to deal with different energies, people who don't get the things that I'm doing, being my own boss and setting myself up for success, wanting to do more. I sometimes will tune into a podcast because, hey, sometimes that just fuels my vibe up, especially when I'm at work. So for me, when it comes to, mindset, when you think of mindset, actually, I want to ask this question because a lot of times people, I wouldn't say get confused, but when you think of mindset, what comes to mind to you? A lot of times I think it's just working on your limiting beliefs and letting go of like just old paradigms, old things that we used to tell ourselves, and just really putting in a lot of positivity, pouring into ourselves, really telling yourself that you can do these things, that, what, even though you might look like a hot mess and people might think that what you're doing is crazy, what, I am doing what's best for me, what's best for my family, and what's best for our future. So I don't even, how do you explain it? Like, it's funny, like I come prepared with all these notes, but then when I'm here talking to all of you peeps, whether it be my team or anyone else, it's like sometimes it just, you feel like, I feel right now gravitated to talk about other things, right? But for me, honestly, your winning mindset is removing a lot of that comparison. Your winning mindset is letting go of negativity. A winning mindset also is showing up as yourself. Don't try to mirror other people. You can get inspiration from other leaders, from other people that are around you, from other people that are in your team. But one thing that I've realized is be yourself. When you are yourself, things just start to compound. People start to enter into your life who you don't even realize were there. And then they start to see your energy. They start to see your true authenticity show up. I used to compare myself to friends all the time, to family all the time, and I found myself just completely drained. My energy levels were just like, why am I trying to show up as someone that I'm not? So to win in your life, to win in this business, or to win in just everyday goals that you have for yourself, be true to who you are and remove the comparison. If you catch yourself comparing, Honestly, my biggest thing is tune into things that you love. Like for me, I love dancing. So if I catch myself comparing, a lot of times I'll turn on some music and I'll dance. I mean, if you don't follow me on social media, you will see sometimes where I'll just turn on some music and I'll just start dancing. Do I look like a hot mess? 100%. But at the same time, it is what it is. Like that's how I pour into myself, and it allows me to move through any of the emotions, any of the doubt, or any of the comparison vibes that come up for me, because a lot of times things are going to come up when you least expect it. It's up to you to move through it. If you want to meditate, meditate. If you want to go out and walk your dog like twice a day, go and walk your dog. If it's you just sitting there and just like tuning into one of your favorite shows, tune into something that you love so that you can remove that need to compare. Bear down your compare is what I always say, because it truly has helped me be more authentic to who I am. And then when that happens, you start to create from you, when I say create, I mean create content, create more of who you are through your social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, or anything, or any platform that you are an expert at, or that you enjoy being at. Let me know if that makes any sense. I'm going to quickly read some gratitudes just because I think that's super, super important. I'm grateful for getting my job at Walmart back. I'm going to do Thrive and work. And you know what, Jessica? I think it's so possible, because like I work a 9 to 5, plus I do Thrive. And one thing that I want to say, especially in this business, whether there's some of you that work a full-time job and you're doing this, find time throughout your day to work your business. A lot of times people will be like, I don't have the time to work on my business. And one thing that I say is there's always time. If you have time to or to binge watch Yellowstone or Handmaid's Tale or Bridgerton, which by the way, that was a great show, you can work on your business. I mean, I'm single like a slice of cheese. So I wake up really early in the morning to work on my business, but then sometimes on my lunch, I'll work on my business as well. And then after work, you can build someone else's dream, and then you can also build yours. Just know that that's how you win your mindset. Having heat and warm home in the cold weather. I feel you, Missy. I live in Canada too, by the way. It's 4 a.m. my time right now. So girl, thank God for Thrive, because these capsules really kicked in when I needed to. I'm grateful for friends. I'm thankful I'm able to buy my girls Christmas without my mom's help this year. That is so beautiful. And I'm sending you love, April. Therapy. Yes, Shannon, I'm grateful for waking up every morning with beautiful kids and hubbies. You see, ladies, like thankfulness, like when you write it out, there's something that just really pours into you. Don't tell yourself that you shouldn't do it, or that you'll do it, I had a friend that said, oh, I don't need to write out what I'm thankful for. Even if it's just one thing that you're thankful for, it's so important to do that, because again, you can see it. There's something that in the power of writing. I can't stress that enough, because a lot of times people won't even invest in that. Invest in your mind, because your mind truly is going to level you up. Every time you get to a different level, your mind is going to bring back a lot of those certain beliefs. Like when I level up, I know that fear starts to come back in. I know that, sometimes certain comparisons come back in, or what's another thing that comes in, like doubt. But it's really important to work on your mindset. So pour into yourself by reading books, listening to motivational speakers. I don't know if anybody was here that did the destination 40K. I know Shannon did, because that's how we connected more, and even doing a Sunday night Zoom. But honestly, motivational speakers, especially in the morning while you're getting ready, is so, so incredible. And it's powerful because it literally sets you up. It really, there's a vibe. Tune into what is your vibe. I can't state that enough, because honestly, your vibe is what's important. If we're constantly tuned into someone else's frequency, that's where we start to spiral into like negative Ninas. And I hope there's no Ninas here. And I have a Nancy, and she's a really nice lady. But don't spiral into your self-doubt. Trust in what you're doing. Believe in yourself. That is how you win. That is how your mindset starts to flourish. That's when a lot of the negativity removes out of your brain. Yes, podcasts are amazing. Like, I listen to so many different ranges of podcasts, because podcasts, sometimes the funny ones can really inspire you, and you might hear that one snip, that 1 second or 30 seconds where somebody might talk to you about just being you or loving yourself. Like, if there's a one good one, it's called I Got You Boo, and it's all about just body positivity, but there's a lot of laughter in there. So I would recommend that one. There is Amanda Francis, and it's called She Rises, and She Rises. And what I love about some of these podcasts is they're really short and sweet. I think I Got You Boo is a little bit longer, but a lot of times we want to listen to short and sweet ones, because I sometimes hold a lot more power, and just they hit you when you least expect it. They have like just a zing. I also listened to this one called The Modern Hustle. I actually just did a 30-day, what is it called? I'm doing 31 questions in 31 days. It's like a December challenge that I'm doing for myself to build my confidence as well, which, by the way, is a part of your mindset. Like, when you do certain things to go outside of your comfort zone, it's going to boost your confidence. So if you have something that you want to do, that you want to move through, your fear, literally do a challenge. Like, I always do a year-end challenge, because it's going to help me build my confidence. So if you wanted to do something, like, let's just say you're like, I want to do like a real challenge. You can always start it now and do it for 30 days. Or let's just say you want to walk into 2022 or every year with a different challenge. Start now. Think of some ideas, that is going to boost your confidence, that is going to give you the mindset and the belief to just go for it and do it brave, do it strong, do it scared. That's one of my mottos, is do it scared. Because when you find something that you are attracted to, when you find something that you are passionate about, you're just going to do it scared. If we're constantly living in limiting beliefs, or we're afraid to go outside our comfort zone, we're going to constantly be staying in the same spot. So pick yourself a motto, even if it's right now, pick yourself a motto and run with it, go with it. Because that is also what's going to really flip the script for you, and for your mind, and for your body, your soul, your trifecta. Your trifecta, I call it, is your mind, body, and soul. It literally is going to really push you to do things that are, yes, out of your comfort zone, but you're going to see how many people are going to root for you. And one thing too, don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing is crazy. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing is a scam, or what you're doing is not going to get you anywhere. The people that are going to say poop about you, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, so I'm just going to, keep it PG. The people that are going to say, or that have poop to say about the things that you're doing, it's because they're sitting in their own scarcity. They're sitting in their own nerves. They're sitting in their own self-doubt. But you, and I'm not trying to make them feel any lesser than where you are, but you're going to level up. So believe in what you have, believe in what you're doing, and just know that you have a support system behind you. So whenever self-doubt hits you like no other, turn to your side team, your side sisters, turn to your upline, turn to people that have got your back. Don't turn to the people that are going to sit up there and say I told you so. Turn to people that know that got you, that are going to help you move through some of the doubt, some of the negativity, so that you can keep going up. And I don't know if I should stop talking, because I feel like I've been talking for a while. This is me. I'd love to talk, okay? I'm a hot mess, but you know what? If you need someone to talk to as well, you can always DM me. I will message you always.
Keep bringing the fire, honey. You still got time.
Thank you. But honestly, one thing though too is, as we enter into, because we are literally in the Christmas season, right? And there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, I just don't know if I can afford this. I don't know. There's going to be so many objections. Okay. One thing that I love doing now, which used to scare me when I first started this business, is not talking about objections. There is a way that you can handle objections in a nice, classy way. I mean, sometimes I don't do it very classy, but I really don't care, because the opinions of other people literally I don't care. I don't care about other people's opinions, especially if it screams negativity, lack, and woe is me. If you don't want to do anything about your current situation and you want to complain about it, please, I'm sorry, stop talking in the nicest, kindest way. Like, I love you from afar, but remove yourself, you know. But one thing that I love doing now is I love tackling a lot of objections, because it's like everybody has an excuse. And one thing that I'm bringing now to my page, because we are hitting the last month of this year, or we're already in it, is talk about the things that are going on right now. Everyone's going to have their New Year's resolutions, and we already know what that is. I want to get healthy. Okay, let's go. I'm going to bring it now, because the more that we are consistent in our stories and in our content, in our feed, in posting about just becoming a healthier version of ourselves or living our best life, feeling our vitamins, whatever that looks like for you, people are going to see that. You know, people are going to be like, okay, what are you talking about? Now is the time to share what we have. Even if people are still have been watching you for a year, for 3 months, you doing the same thing, you know, keep talking about it. Don't give up because you feel that we can't get certain people in. Talk about the Ultimate Thriver competition. Even if you're not joining it, just be like, I know people who have joined it. I mean, if you want, you can reference me. I'm going to be doing it again this year, because it is a great way to not only hold people accountable, especially if they're saying that they want to lose weight or they want more energy or they want, you know, a better mood. This is going to be a prime opportunity to get people in on this competition. And then we can do like accountability partners. There's so many different ways to do it, even if we may not be getting a particular sale at that rate now. Plant those seeds, because a lot of people are seeing it now. You know, I have people being like, oh, I really want to lose weight. I'm like, well, we've got an Ultimate Thriver competition. It starts January 1st, registration on the 27th. Don't be afraid to say what you want loud and proud. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, this is what I'm doing. When people ask you, like, I used to be so scared to share about, you know, thriving and you know, my energy levels. You know, I'm already an energized person, but people are like, you have a lot more energy. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm thriving. And for the longest time I was always, you know, dumbing myself down for other people. Don't dumb yourself down. Don't let anybody tell you anymore that you're too much. No, sorry, I'm going to be too much. If that's too, I am not for everyone. Okay. I'm too high energy. And if that's a you, that's a you problem. Take it up with Jesus. Like, I really can't help you. But honestly, like, do you plant those seeds, do the things that you love, and showcase the things that make you you. Like in that destination of 40K, and I saw that there were a lot of you ladies that were in there. What are the top 5 things that make you you? Showcase that. You know, drop those little things of thrive in there too. You know, we are the product of our product, but we are not also, we're also not thrive, if that makes any sense. You know, this is what we do, this is what we love, this is what we're passionate about, but there are other things that make us us, right? So shine bright like a diamond, do the things that you love, and that's how you win your mindset. That's how your mindset starts to literally transform. You won't see it right away because you'll be like, you know, you're just working on you, you're just doing the daily activity. Believe it or not, this is honestly, I truly believe this is honestly an income producing activity, working on your mindset, you know, because you have to do those 5 follow-ups or those 4 reach outs. And yes, that's scary, but that's a part of your mindset, because you're doing it scared. You're working through oh, well, people are going to think I'm bothering them. No, they're not going to think you're bothering them. You're just checking in. You're just checking in. You're just saying, hey, boo, just want to see how you're doing. Hey, I realize that this is what's going on. You know, you asked me to reach out to you this week. What's up? You know, one of my leader, who I'm blessed that she's here, and her name is Steph, you know, she does it first thing in the morning. If it's not something that you want to do first thing in the morning, that's okay. You could do it like 2 hours in. You could do it at night. You know, find the schedule that works best for you. If you got kids, then, you know, if it works best for you doing it at night, and then you see it in the morning, then do what's best for you. You've got to remember that. Do what is best for you. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to remain consistent to yourself. And let me tell you this, your schedule might change. You might be able to do it in the morning, and then you might realize, you know, a week or 3 weeks or a month from now, you know what, it works better for me to do it in the afternoon because I have a little bit more time. But be consistent with yourself. Consistency also is key. And just love yourself too. Have grace on yourself. A lot of times we get so hard on ourselves when things don't work out the way that they want it to, or when certain things fall off the radar, or we forget. Just be kind to yourself, because if you're not kind to yourself, that's when you again start to spiral, and you spiral into like negativity. Love who you are, love that you're learning, love that these challenges that are coming up, because the challenges that are happening to you right now, they're ultimately happening for you. They're happening for you so that you can learn, so that you can grow, so that you can teach your team how to handle certain obstacles, you know? And I think that's all that I have to say.
What are your thoughts on manifestation?
Oh, my thoughts on manifestation is it's real. Trust in the process. You have to do these three things. There's actually four steps, if I'm being honest. Ask, and you got to get clear. When you ask for the thing that you want, get clear. A lot of people are like saying, oh, I want to win the lottery, but then they buy a lottery ticket. They won $5. You didn't ask. You didn't specify what you wanted. You didn't specify you want to win $1,000. You specify, you just said you want to win the lottery. Well, you bought a scratch and win. You won. It may not have been exactly what you wanted to win. So get clear with yourself what you are ready to receive. Then you have to believe that it's going to happen. Believe that the things that you're asking for is going to come through. But the thing that people miss is taking those inspired, actionable steps. You have to take those steps to believe that you're going to receive it, and to believe that the things that you want is going to come to life for you. And then you also have to trust the way that it's going to come to you. I used to ask for certain things and I would get it, but the way that I got it, it was like, oh, wait a minute, I don't want it this way. But it's like, it's coming to you the way that it needs to come to you. Own it, and always just believe in it. Like, for example, and I'm celebrating 4 years of being single, because like I literally had said to the universe or God, whatever your higher belief is, if it's peanut butter, then it's peanut butter, But honestly, I sat up there and I said, driving home when I was with my old partner, and I was like, universe, God, angels, if this is my person, I need to know, because I cannot do this. I need to know by December 31st, 2017, if this is my person, because I cannot do another year or whatever long of this relationship. And I just believed. I said, keep my eyes and my heart open to receiving the message, however it's supposed to come. And that was, I don't know when, it was in September, October. And I'll never forget it. It was, I think, December 6th, in the middle of a Canadian superstore in my local area, where we had a domestic argument on the phone. And then it was like a light bulb. The universe was like, here's your response, here's your answer. And I said, why are you with me? Here, let me make it clear for you. We're over. And literally, not only, was it painful? 100%, but I let go so much of that weight got off of me, because I asked, I believed, I took inspired steps, and I received. Yes, is it thrive related? No, but it's my life related. So that not only allowed me to close one door that needed to be closed, but it opened so many other doors for me. I would not be where I'm at right now if I didn't take that leap of faith. So you honestly need to ask, believe, take inspired steps, and receive it the way that the universe, God, again, peanut butter, whatever you believe in, brings it to your life. Because if you constantly take 3 of those steps and then you don't receive it because it doesn't come to you the way that it's supposed to, you're going to miss it. And then you're going to say, well, it doesn't work. No, it does work, but you're choosing to not receive it the way that your higher faith wants to bring it to you. So I truly, truly believe that that's something that you need to do. There was another step that Shannon has brought to me. Is there anything else that I'm missing, Shannon?
Well, I do want to ask you another question before we move on to picking a winner and the reading. What is your favorite podcast, book, and motivational speakers?
Oh, sweet Moses, that's a loaded question. I have a lot of books that I love to read, and believe it or not, I was not a book person. Like, the closest thing to a book that you got me to read before this was like 50 Shades of Grey, part 1, 2, and 3. But over the years, since working on my personal development, I think, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma is a beautiful book. literally. It is a book about your mindset, but the way he tells you the story is amazing. Literally, it is so beautiful the way he writes. There's also the 5 a.m. Club, which is by Robin Sharma. There is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. And then I'm reading a book right now. It's called High Performance Habits, and it's by Brennan Burchard. I
For
can't even.
sure. I had the same book. It's awesome.
Yeah, I literally just started reading it, and honestly, I can't put it down. I literally try to read at least a page or two a day because it's that powerful. Like, our habits, honestly, is what also fuels your mindset. If you don't have proper habits throughout your day, no offense, your mindset's going to go to poop. Okay, I'm keeping it real PG right now. And then there's Rachel Hollis is one book that I really enjoyed reading, which was the Girl Wash Your Face, which is a great book about stop telling the lies that you tell yourself, because so many times we tell ourselves, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I'm bad at A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you're not. Those are lies that have been ingrained in you for so long because you've been through so much trauma in your life, or whatever that type of trauma is. Like, we all have trauma, it just depends on what it looks like. So it's really important to really go back to the basics. And then there was another book. I love Jen Sincero's books. You Are a Badass. Her books are great. Now, as for podcasts, I listen to I Got You Boo. I listen to The Modern Hustle. I also listen to And She Rises, Abraham Hicks, which is a podcast, but I also listen to it as a motivational speaker every once in a while. Since doing the Destination 40K, or a little bit before, I've been really loving Tony Robbins. Les Brown is like a GOAT. Like, he's legit. Like, I love his stuff. I didn't even know he existed. I just randomly found him. Believe it or not, I love listening to Steve Harvey. He's probably one of my favorites because, I mean, yes, he has comedy, but I think that's why I listen to him so much, is because he has that comedic humorous side, and I love laughing. Like, I laugh at the dumbest things ever, but it's just my nature, I can't help it. But Steve Harvey is extremely amazing. And then I like listening to, there was another one, Jim Rohn, I've heard recently. He's really, really great for inspirational, motivational speakers. And this is a good thing too, ladies. If you wake up early and you're getting ready for work, turn on a motivation. Oh, Mel Robbins too is really, really great. I always do her. Oh, sugar. That's my morning alarm clock. I usually do Mel Robbins, like, yearly thing that she does in January. It's a free challenge thing that she does every year, and it was great. Like, it was because of her that I actually don't sleep with my phone in my room anymore. Like, she did this like years ago, where it was like she challenged us to not sleep with our phones in our bedroom, and I was like, are you for real? Like, that's my alarm clock, because that's an excuse people use. That's my alarm clock. And she's like, so turn up your ringer and put it outside where you can hear it, or if you aren't comfortable, start small, put it in your closet. Because if you constantly are sleeping with your phone beside your bed, you know what you're going to do. You're going to pick it up, you're going to roll over, and you're start to scroll. But that doesn't have to work that way. You get up, you hear your alarm go off, you get out of your bed, you go and turn it off, and then at that point you're already awake. Do you go back to sleep? No, you're like, ooh, I should probably get up, because now that at this point you're cold and you've already zinged. Take your vitamins, work on some personal development, read your book, turn on like a podcast or whatever. Or even sometimes I listen to some manifestation, like little I don't know if it's called auto tunes or frequency vibes, where it's just like that beautiful like spa type of music. That too just like is a vibe for me. So I hope I answered all your questions. Yes.
You did. And I have one last one for you.
Yeah.
What are your top 6 IPAs you do every single day?
Oh, I think so the 5 IPs that we have when it comes to this company is like, following up. I think follow-ups are super important. Do I still get scared with it? 100%, because there's something that is within myself that I know I still have to work through, but every day I get more comfortable, more confident doing it. When you do your 5 follow-ups, even if it's just to your customers, that really does something for my energy. You know, it just shows your customers that you care about them. They're not just a sale, as some people might think. You're just trying to catch a sale. Am I trying to catch a sale? I'm trying to get you healthy, you nitwit. But you know, that's a them problem again. But I always do like I'm sorry, Trina, like I have no patience for stupidity. I'm sorry. It's doing the follow-ups and then the reach outs. I honestly love reaching out. You know, even if it's just something simple, the reach outs don't have to be Thrive related. It could just be you reaching out to somebody who liked one of your posts that's new, that's never seen your stuff. Just be like, hey girl, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for liking my post. That is what starts the needle forward. You know, you're literally just getting them in your portal or in your vortex to see, what is this girl doing? Why is she so happy at 4 a.m.? What are you doing? Get the needle started. So that's what I love doing. I also love, honestly, I think it's really important that you talk to your upline. You know, I used to be scared to do it. I used to be like, I've met my leader in person, you know, and Steph is a GOAT. I always want to say GOT, but that's a got, a goat. But honestly, one thing that it's so important is keep communicating with your upline. You know, communicate with your with your team. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. I think a lot of times people sit with fear and asking for help. I used to be that girl. I used to be terrified of asking for help because I didn't want to annoy people. You're not annoying anybody. If anything, you're annoying yourself because you know you could be doing better. You know that you could be asking those questions, but you're not asking those questions because you're too scared. Don't be scared, boo. What's the worst that's going to happen? You might get, you know, they might not see your message right away. That's okay. That's how come we have side teams. That's what come we have sidelines. That's how come we have like each other in this group. Ask those questions. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Work on your mindset. You know, show up daily in your social media. Show up daily in your platform. Be the hot mess express. I know I'm missing some other ones, but don't be afraid to just do those 5 IPAs plus your mindset. That literally is going to be a game changer. And you just need to honestly trust the timing. Okay. The things that are happening again to you are happening for you. You know, if you don't see that success right away, that's okay. Like I didn't hit 4K until August, and I've been in this business I've been in this business now for a year. So just trust and believe in yourself. The things that are happening because you're setting yourself up. If you have a team right now, that is awesome. You are already winning. If you don't have a team, that is awesome. You are already winning. The more you show up, the more people are going to gravitate to your beautiful energy. Just be you. Be you, loud and proud. Okay. If you're a hot mess, cool. If you're single like a slice of cheese, welcome to my page. I'm not a mom. The closest thing to me being a mother is like my plants. Well, I have a half a child, but you know, she counts in a way, you know, but own who you are. Love yourself. I think that's all.
You're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I try.
Oh my goodness, everybody's loving it. So you definitely brought the fire. If
Yay.
you if you have never won a morning vibe tribe, please drop me in the comments. We're going to turn it over to Tiffany for the reading, and then Shalanna can pick one of the me's. Go ahead, Tiff.
All right, you guys, we are on day 50, seeking God and finding happiness. Blessed are those whose hope is in the Lord, their God. Psalm 146:5. Do you sincerely want to be a happy Christian? Then set your mind and your heart upon God's love and grace. Happiness depends less on our circumstances than upon our thoughts. When we turn our thoughts to God, to his gifts, and to his glorious creation, we experience the joy that God intends for his children. But when we focus on the negative aspects of life, we suffer needlessly. The fullness of life in Christ is available to all who seek and claim it. Count yourself among that number. Seek first the salvation that is available through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and then claim the joy and peace and the spiritual abundance that the shepherd offers his sheep. Today's quote: true happiness consists only in the enjoyment of God. His favor is life, his loving kindness is better than life. Arthur W. Pink. Pleasure seeking is a barren business. Happiness is never found till we have the grace to stop looking for it and give our attention to person and matters external to ourselves. J.L. Packer, no matter how hard he searches, nothing beneath the skies and nothing above the skies can make any man happy apart from God. C.H. Spurgeon, God has charged himself with full responsibility for our external happiness and stands ready to take over management of our lives the moment we turn faith to him. A.W. Towser.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, after Shalanna picks the winner, please make sure you message me in Messenger. Last name is Cochran, Cochran. And Shalanna, you want to pick one of the me's?
Yes. Honestly, I just sporadically picked. I picked off of one of my favorite numbers, which is 7, and I counted the 7th one down, and that lucky winner is Lacey.
Lacey
Flowers.
Blowers. Yes, Lacey Blowers. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming. Make sure you show up Friday. We're going to have Lydia Gale with TikTok 411. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Shalanna. You were amazing.